Well, how about y'all? This is Daniel Nicholson with Nicholson Farms, and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to try to get our little pigs moved into our new pig pen. I don't know how that's going to go. It's 3:15 now. I have a meeting in town at 7 o'clock this afternoon. So we got a lot of work to do before then. We're going to try to get our gates built. I only need to build 2 of them. I've got a self feeder that I'll show you here in a second that we need to get moved up there. And we also need to get some water moved if we're going to move them today. So it's a lot to do this afternoon. We're just gonna see how far we get. We might get to it, we might not. This is a feeder that I built several years ago. Had some panels, aluminum panels that I got from an old job I worked at in high school. Built this self feeder probably about 5 years ago. I just took these panels, slapped them together, screwed them together, and put one on the inside that slants down to the bottom. Yesterday, I kind of redid it a little bit. I put all new boards on the bottom. I put a piece of aluminum on the bottom, and hopefully it'll last a little bit longer than it did last time. I had plywood in the bottom. It was starting to rot out. So I got that replaced. That aluminum should last a whole lot longer. Also, another modification I did is I shortened this gap up a good bit. We had a lot of wasted feed. I think it was coming out to about right here. A lot of wasted feed because pigs could stand on it and they wouldn't eat that and just sit there, get thrown on the ground. So we're going to try this a little bit shorter. Distance wise, I'm a little concerned that this 2x6 is too tall and that they're not going to be able to get down in there to get more feed to come down. We'll just have to wait and see how it works. If I need to, I can just take this board off and slap a 2x4 on there, and that should work. But before we get to filling that feeder up, we need to build our gates. I've got some 6 foot or close to 6 foot. I need to cut them all to the same length. 2x6s, and I've got 2 hog panels, kind of scrap pieces that we're gonna make our gates out of. Just a hog panel. We're gonna make the frame out of wood. This will be in the center, and hopefully that'll hold our pigs, and we can use those as gates in between our sections of fence where we're gonna be rotating our pigs. So let's get these boards cut to length, and we're gonna slap these gates together. Shouldn't take too long. So we have all our boards cut. I went ahead and cut my panel. As you can see, it's a little bent, so we're going to be struggling to bend that back, but it should work. Basically, this is kind of what the gate looked like. It's going to be 3 foot tall by 6 foot. One of these hog panels is 3 foot tall, so it worked out perfect. We're just going to get this all squared up, get the boards drilled together, and then we're going to take some staples and secure this wire to the boards. So we got our gate built. It worked out pretty well. It really wasn't much to it. It's 3 foot tall, 6 foot long, cattle panel in the center, so the pigs aren't gonna be able to get through. It worked out pretty well. My brother actually works at a hardware store, and he brought these 6 foot boards home. Whenever they get some shipments of certain things, they come on those 6 foot treated 2x6s, and they're kind of just scrap lumber, and Matthew's been bringing a couple of them home here and there. If he keeps bringing them home, I might build some of these just to have as kind of panels, you know, put some kind of hinge on there where I can lock them together, set up little nurse pens or mobile corral or something. I like that. It worked out pretty well. I'm gonna go ahead and build the other one real quick. I'm not gonna film it. It's gonna be the exact same thing, and then we're gonna see if we can get up there, get everything set up, and see how far we get. We're doing pretty good on time right now. I'm bound to wind it Bound to run into some kind of trouble though. So I had the truck loaded down with our 2 gates, our feeder, and also a barrel of feed. We're gonna work on getting that set up in just a second. One thing I didn't think about on this pig pen until about 30 minutes ago is I don't have any hot wire on this fence right here on our catch pen. Those pigs are still, a couple of them are still small enough. If they wanted to, they could get through there. So I'm gonna go ahead, and I've brought some insulators. We'll put that there, one up there at the barn, and we're gonna run 1 strand of hot wire to kind of cover that gap right there. Then what we're gonna do, still don't have my pen clean. We're gonna go ahead and get them in here though. I can clean it as they're in here. One thing we're gonna do is take our Premier One netting, what they're in right now, our netting that's kind of making our fence right there, electric netting. We're gonna run that down on the outside of our fence because they've never seen 1 or 2 strands of wire before. We're just gonna run that netting on the back side of this fence. If they test this and go through it, that netting's gonna be there to stop them. We're gonna run it all the way down this strand right here and across our front. So today we're probably only gonna be using 1 gate that we built, and that'll be over here where the pigs are right now. Our netting is gonna kind of come through and on this side of this fence. It's starting to rain. We're in the woods though. Hopefully we can knock this out and then it doesn't exactly pour on us. So let's see if we can get this little 1 strand of wire put up. Y'all nosy, ain't ya? Y'all ain't gonna be nosy after you touch it. I don't have the right ones. It'll do for the day. So it's starting to rain pretty good on me now. But I have this wire that I just put alligator clips on. We're gonna put this over the top of our gate so we can hook on this side to make it hot. Thing got tangled up on me now, but We can hook on over here to where our power is going to be coming from. That way we're jumping the gate. Whenever we move the gate, we'll take this with us to the next spot. Also have some handy dandy zip ties to secure our gate for right now until I figure out something better. Okay, I think we're about ready to move our pigs. Like I said earlier, the netting is going to cover that gate. Come down this side and go up there. We need to get our netting moved real quick. I went ahead and cut some old water hose, kind of insulate on that brace. Hooked all our wires together here. Eventually we're going to have another alligator clip that goes over the gate right there to tie into this. So I think we're ready. Let's go see if we can catch the piggies into this side of this lean-to, and we'll set up the netting and see if they like their new pen. Hope this doesn't go as a disaster. Piggies, y'all gonna cooperate and just go in that barn for me? Doubt it. Well, maybe. Well, got one escapee. Let me get my fence around here. Just got this chain link piece. See if I can get this here first. As you can see, it's getting muddy in here. It's definitely time to move them. Hey, y'all go in the barn. So you can take this nice and easy. Pigs are one of the worst things I heard for sure. But that little barn right there has kind of been their safe space for a while. Hey. Let's go in there. Hey. Hey. Hey, just go in there for a minute. Just go in there for a minute. Y'all stay in there for a second. Let me get your fence moved. Alrighty, so we got our netting behind our 2 strands of wire going around. Got it in front of that perimeter fence. Got our gate up. Got everything on. Electricity's on. Let's test her out. Only getting 2,000 volts, but it did just rain. We got a lot of grass hitting the line in several places. Come on. There she goes. So everything's hot. Let's go see these piggies want to try out the new pig pen. Go ahead and get them moved, and then we'll move their feeder, or put the new feeder in, fill it up. I just set this temporary fence right here, kind of as a lane to there. This is not hot, so let's hope they don't try it. What's up, guys? I'm gonna move this out the way, and I'm gonna get out the way. I'm not gonna push them. I don't want them testing that fence that's not hot. Come on, guys. Go to your new pen. They're testing it, unfortunately. They're touching it. Maybe put a little pressure on them. Come on, guys. Let's go. I got a new home for y'all. door went through, and then one tested the fence. Made a big ordeal, so I shortened that up. Maybe they'll go straight through now. Don't want them in that corner. Let's go, piggies. And that's that. Welcome to your new home. So while they're munching down on grass, I guess I'll get this feeder unloaded and get it filled up. And then I need to work on getting some water up here for them. Well, I think the new pigs approve of the new feeder for sure. Hopefully they approve of the new pen. Hopefully they respect this fence, learn the two wire system, and we'll be able to rotate these pigs every week or so. I'll probably leave them in here as long as it takes them to clear out that feeder right there, and then they'll move on to their next section. Got to get the rest of the sections done, but the pig pen is in use now. Happy to have at least one section done and the pigs over here. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap the video up. I still have to haul water, and then I need to go home and take a shower for this meeting. But I really appreciate y'all hanging out with us. If you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It'd mean a lot to us. Hit the like button, hit the notification bell, and leave us a comment, and we'll see y'all on the next one. Well, that worked perfect. Just enough room to get the head in, no feet.